It's nice of you to have accompanied me to High Prairie, and to have helped me sort out this affair when you already have so much to do. I'll not forget what you've done for me and mine. And now you know everything about my life.
Goodbye, Ludwig.
Bye. Take care.
I can hear the clanking of the guards' armor from here. We'd better keep away from them if we want to keep a low profile.
What was...
The zone is definitely guarded, as is to be expected. Without having...
Sorry, you can't come in here. The warehouse area is only for naughts or persons with proper authorization.
Fine, we'll leave.
Sorry, you can't come in here. The warehouse area is only for naughts or persons with proper authorization.
Authorization? Our master didn't give us anything. He wants us to inspect the cargo he's been waiting for, to make sure everything has been delivered. What are we going to tell him?
Your master? Who is it?
I don't think he'd like us to reveal his name. His affairs are very private, if you know what I mean.
And you're sure his warehouse is here? We rarely rent to people outside our guild.
You know, right now, there is that group of strange people who come in regularly.
It's true that they're the sort of people who send their servants to inspect cargo for them, and to reprimand them for not being able to get in.
I'm afraid our friend's here in for worse than a reprimand. All right, go ahead. But go straight to your master's warehouse and don't dawdle.
The coat of arms of the Imperialists. The one Zeren spoke about.
This warehouse is most assuredly the one we're looking to find.
Move along there. Only persons in possession of a pass can enter here. I thought I made myself clear. Without a pass, no one can enter this zone.
Is anyone there? Zeren? This door is locked.
We could dress up like workers. No one would notice us that way.
It would be best to tread lightly and escape notice if we want to avoid falling ourselves again.
Let's show them what we're made of! Saren, are you there?
could dress up like workers. No one would notice us that way.
Quiet. We don't want to be overheard.
Zerin must be in here somewhere. She'll be out of sight to avoid being spotted by her husband's men.
Why did those idiots have to choose a place this filthy? Ugh! Oh, there you are at last. Fausta, my friend. I'm so happy to see you again. I was so worried. I was informed that you'd been arrested for who knows what reason.
A greatly exaggerated rumor, as you can see.
Please allow me to introduce myself. I am Zerin, wife to General Kurnaz, a man whose path you've crossed under tragic circumstances, which trouble me greatly. He has always been driven by a thirst for power and glory, but he is a mere man-at-arms, which here means little. However, his successes on the battlefield and the confidence of his men have gone to his head. He has become obsessed with a single dream of late: to become emperor of a country that does not yet exist. A folly that, fortunately, few are prepared to accept, unless he is able to find support amongst the population. This he hopes to do by solving the problem of the native uprisings on Tir Fredi, at the expense of Governor Burhan.
I'm sorry to tell you this, madam, but your husband has lost his mind. How does he expect to accomplish such a thing?
Unfortunately, he doesn't tell me everything. You're going to have to find out for yourself, which is why I've asked you to meet me here. He and his supporters use this warehouse occasionally, so you may find some clues here. Find out what he's up to. Gather evidence, and I'll do everything in my power to help you. I know a representative of Morsinia, someone with influence, and whose politics are diametrically opposed to my husband's imperialist ambitions. I could introduce you. But we'll need solid evidence in order for any action to be taken.
So all we have to do now is search the place.
Yes. I really hope you'll find something. Be quick in any case, because his men could show up at any time, and you don't want to be discovered. Let me know as soon as you have something solid. One last thing. I thought I saw some posters about you. It seems that at least some of you are wanted by the Guard. I shall do my best to have the notice cancelled, but it's going to take some time. Please be careful until then. I must leave you. My absence must not be noticed. Above all, be extremely careful.
A list? Most everything on it can be deciphered easily, but this strange abbreviation in the middle could well be what we seek. An order for cloth for uniforms. Nothing out of the ordinary.
This is in no way military material. Ah, I see. This is experimental equipment, and the abbreviations on the list are suddenly making sense. But still, I cannot see how Kurnaz would need any of this.
These steel tools make me think of the ones the doctors or barbers use. But I'm by no means a specialist in the matter.
I think we've seen enough.
Agreed. And now we need to focus on understanding what we've discovered. We must consult someone who knows about both Kurnaz's activities and the sciences. One of my good friends fits that description perfectly. She works in the science district.
Let's go, before we're taken in by who knows who.
What a surprise! What are you doing here? You've no business here. This is a private warehouse. It belongs to important people. Are you thieves of some sort? I would highly advise you to drop what you're holding and run for it immediately.
We are not thieves. We work for the owner of this place. He ordered us to come over here and transfer some crates into this warehouse.
Really? Well, you're gonna have to inform him that only Naughts had the right to work here. He may have got permission to use a private warehouse, but that doesn't mean he can go and use his own workers. Especially since he's been making us work hard enough as it is. You here to move his materials into the sewers?
Not this time, no. He asked us to bring a crate of fragile things. We dropped it off and now we'll just be on our way. You can be sure that we'll let him know that our presence isn't welcome here.
Very well then. Get going.
Move along there. Only persons in possession of a pass can enter here.
If we want to follow the lead the dockers gave us, it seems that there's an entrance to the sewers not far from here. It's located in a dead end that can be reached by walking up towards the science district.
What was that?
Again! When will they learn? A broken crate that obviously contained glassware. The dockers went this way.
The trail goes this way.
the remains of a Majida. It must have tried to attack someone who was passing this way. It looks like they put up a good fight. These symbols remind me of something. Ah, yes, I remember. The Nauts use them to mark specific locations or to find their bearings when they're not at sea.
Who's there?
Only a fool dares to attack at the left.
Those little drawings again. Let's keep going, noble companions. We're on the right track.
Look, it's those symbols again.
The tracks end here. This is where the dockers leave their cargo.
Who goes there?
Show them what we're made of!
These are the city's ancient baths. They date back to the time of the Astrians, who built a city here. The city we see today was built on top of it.
Look out. Guards.
Guards, we're under attack!
Show them what we're made of!
Hidden beneath the city. If Kurnaz wanted to stage a coup, this is exactly how he'd go about it.
Maybe he's plotting something. Who knows?
I thought I heard something.
Show them what we're made of!
Is there anybody there?
Show them what we're made of! I can't do it.
up all the trouble. My men are in need of some serious training if they allowed a puny band of louts, led by a savage, make it this far. And how considerate of you to have come all this way. I understand your impatience to serve science. But enough gossiping. Guards, take them! Our scientists will be happy to have a few new subjects for their experiments.
You think we're just going to give up without a fight?
The enemy is here! Attack!
Show them what we're made of!
Blessed be the enlightened. I was truly convinced we would have to lay down our weapons in the face of so many soldiers.
Since everyone is safe and sound, I think it would be wise to get going, and fast. We won't be able to hold off forever against another wave of soldiers. The scientists seem to have made a hasty exit. They didn't take the time to put anything away. They must have heard us fighting and decided to leave.
This is just what we needed.
What is this enormous lizard? It looks like they were preparing to dissect it.
They study everything that comes from our island. Creatures and humans alike. And they slaughter them.
This lever should activate the primary door. Engaging it may allow us to exit. Elise, I'm happy to see you're doing well.
Safia, I thought you were still traveling halfway across the world. It's a pleasure to see you again. But you didn't come alone. Who are your friends?
We met in Euxantis and we discovered we had common interests. But that's a long story for another time. Allow me to introduce you to Elise, a logician of Alima, a great mathematician and longtime friend.
Pleased to meet you.
As am I. I'm very happy to meet you. Safia's friends are my friends too. She was my mentor, and I owe everything to her. Please, let me also introduce my associates. Can, one of the city's leading pathologists and anatomists.
Nice to meet you.
And this is Bilgin, one of our most brilliant philosophers.
It's a pleasure to meet you.
But you must have come here for a reason. What can we do for you?
These are research documents that we found in the laboratory. None of us understand what they mean. But we need clear proof of what these people are up to.
May I take a look? This is beyond my capacities, even though I do recognize a few formulas. Can, I suppose that you would be far more able to understand what this is all about?
If I could help you, it would be with pleasure. But I'm going to need some time to decode all of this.
We'd better let him work in peace. You should come back later.
I would prefer to wait here if it's all right with you.
Of course. You should make yourself comfortable. It's going to take a little while.
I'm going to use the time to send a message to Zerin and set up a meeting in a few hours. She'll be waiting to hear news of our discoveries.
Excellent idea.
Here are your documents and our explanatory notes. What you've discovered is terrifying.
We thought as much. But what exactly is it?
This research is inhumane. It violates the code of ethics that is the very foundation of medicine. It has only one goal: to spread death.
The scientists behind this research studied a number of contagious diseases in order to selectively infect and eliminate your people. They chose smallpox as the perfect candidate.
Smallpox?
It's a terrible, often fatal disease that causes a high fever and vomiting. Its most recognizable symptom is the rash and blisters it causes to form all over the body.
That's what killed Sheda.
I'm sorry for your friend, and I'm appalled that a project like that could ever have seen the light of day. The disease is so contagious that even fabric that has been in contact with someone who is sick can spread it. Since your people seem to be more sensitive to this disease than us, and you haven't been inoculated against it like we have, you can imagine what will happen.
We must stop this project at all costs. Let's hope Zerin's contact is convinced by this evidence and can help us. Why was Sheda the only one of us to die?
You told us you were inoculated. I think the scientists on the ship wanted to see if this method would work on your people as well. You're living proof that it does. Your friend, on the other hand, must not have received the same treatment.
Thank you for helping us understand this research.
I truly hope that you will be able to stop this project from being implemented. It's an abomination.
We'll leave you to your research.
Goodbye. Please feel free to come back anytime you need help.
Let's go to the rendezvous point, where Zerin will be waiting for us.
lovely day.
Oh, there you are. I got your message, and I'm glad to see you're safe and sound. My husband's men can be so violent. Were you able to find out what he's plotting? Did you gather evidence we can use to have him arrested?
Yes. Your husband has scientists carrying out experiments on my people under the greatest secrecy. They discovered that we are more susceptible to smallpox than you are. They intend to use it to selectively eliminate us. Their aim is to conquer our island without having to fight.
How awful. Were you able to retrieve any documents that demonstrate this and prove that he's involved?
Yes. We have research documents. Accounts of experiments that were translated, as it were, by some scholars we know.
Excellent. When I received your message, I immediately sent word to one of my contacts, the Morsinian ambassador. He's a level-headed man, well-versed in diplomacy, who will know how to put an end to this madness, I'm sure. Here's a pass that will get you to the embassy in the military district. Go and see him as soon as you can.
Thank you. You aren't coming with us?
I don't want my husband to know that I'm helping you. It's far too risky. One last thing. I pulled some strings, and you're no longer wanted. You should be able to get around town without any trouble. But avoid fighting, especially with the guards. Let me know if you need my help with anything else, and be careful.
Goodbye, Zeren. And thank you.
Those quick, noisy footsteps are typical of the guard. I think we'd be better off avoiding them.
You there! Have mercy! Help me! Oi! I could really use a hand.
This is the Morsinian embassy. Only authorized persons are allowed to enter.
It just so happens that we have a pass to meet with the ambassador.
This document seems to be in order. You may enter.
Are you lost?
Your Excellence, it is an honor to meet you.
An islander from Tier 3D. Forgive me, but I must admit I found it hard to believe Zeren's missive. Your people are so poorly represented here in diplomatic affairs. It is a true pleasure to meet you. There's so much I'd like to know about your island. But of course, my questions can wait. I believe you had a pressing matter you wished to discuss with me.
Indeed. We'd like to speak with you about General Kurnaz. You should know that he is the reason for our presence here, as he had us abducted by his men in order to conduct experiments on us. One of our friends died at their hands, so we are direct witnesses to his actions, which furthered our desire to find out more. With the help of our friends from the continent, we investigated and discovered that he was conducting research in a secret laboratory.
A secret laboratory? Here, in Alima?
Yes, in the caves beneath Dr. Asili's abandoned laboratory.
I've heard about this, but I thought they were just rumors.
We recovered the research notes and had them translated and summarized by other scholars. Look, you can see for yourself.
It's abominable. What absurd reason could have inspired him to take on this horrific project? I know our relations with the chiefs on your island can sometimes be challenging, but that's no reason to eliminate an entire people.
Apparently, he hopes to win enough popularity to be crowned Emperor. But Zeren could probably tell you more about that.
I'd heard of this imperialist faction, but I admit I didn't pay much mind to it. What madness! An empire! Morsinia and Thraxis would never agree to such a thing. The only thing they would do is precipitate the breakup of the Alliance. Rest assured that I will share these documents with the Al-Sad Assembly, and I have no doubt that they will be just as horrified as I am. However, I strongly recommend that you also take action as well. The Assembly is powerful, but it is slow to act. You will have to do everything in your power to keep your people from being contaminated before the Assembly begins to move.
Thank you for your counsel and your support.
It's the least I can do.
Thank you for having us. We're leaving.
It was a pleasure. I hope we'll have another chance to meet.